Hello everyone, I'm Onna Harps and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be reviewing Thousand Pound Friends Season 1 Episode 2 entitled Large and in Charge. So last episode it left off with Megan, Jacob, and Vanessa in a consultation with Dr. Proctor. Megan has already gotten her results that she has lost a pound. So now it's time for Jacob and Vanessa, their mother and son, to go in for a weigh-in to see how much they weigh. They go and weigh in, and Vanessa weighs a whopping 441 pounds, and Jacob weighs a whopping 466 pounds. So, of course, they were denied for weight loss surgery at this time. The next day, the girls decided they want to take a trip to the water park. So the girls all pile up in the car and drive to the water park. They have their bikinis on and their water wear attire. They enter into the park and the whole park stopped. Kids stopped. Old people stopped. Little kids were like looking around their parents' legs, just looking, because you know that was a sight for sore eyes to see for women, of that girth to walk into a water park all at one time. So the girls find a seat. They sit down at a table. It's a circular table, and it has like the four metal chairs that are like bolted in the ground. Lucky thing for that, because when those girls sat down, I just knew that table was gonna flip over. So the girls decided they want to get on the water slide. They all proceed to the water slide. They all walk up. It was a bunch of steps, okay? They were like huffing and puffing when they got to the top of the water slide. Vanessa was informed that she wouldn't be able to participate in the activity because she exceeded the weight limit. The weight limit only can accommodate someone of up to 350 pounds. So she has to walk all the way back down those steps. She goes back to the table. She's like really upset. She's like crying, and she's like, "Dude, this is the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to me in my life." And I'm like, "You sure about that?" I mean, yeah, what about that mirror you walk past every morning? That doesn't do it for you? But anyway, the other girls, they decide to uh, slide down the slide. When I tell you, I'm a woman of a particular age. I've been a lot of places and I've seen a lot of things. But when I tell you that this was the funniest ish I have ever seen in my life. The cameraman did an aerial view of all three of the women sliding down the slide, and I tell you, they look like three beach whales. I laughed all night. You have to go back and see that episode, and I'm telling you, you will definitely get a good kiki. So anyway, Dr. Proctor had suggested to the girls that they go see a nutritionist. So they met up with the nutritionist at the health food store, and the nutritionist told them to make some selections to prepare a Sunday meal. Of course, they get in there and get all buck wild, cart all filled all the way to the top. And we like in a health food store, but they managed to fill the cart all the way up. And it just so happens that they filled the cart up with, unhealthy options. The choices that they had selected included things that were like high in carbs, high in sugar. So the nutritionist had to take them back up into the health food store and teach them how to read labels so that they'll be able to make healthier choices in the future. So Vanessa and Megan decide that they're gonna go see a therapist so that they could get to the root cause of their unhealthy relationship with food. So anyway, Vanessa's talking, and no, I'm sorry, Megan is talking, but I can't tell you what her answers were because I was like so busy looking at her chin. Vanessa's chin goes from like here to here, and she doesn't have a neck. And I mean, I'm just like looking like, I mean, when your neck got like this long, some didn't say, hey, I need to slow down. But now your neck sitting up on top of your chest. That's too much, girl. But I'm quite sure she got a neck going up around there somewhere because she did have on a necklace. Vanessa was really reluctant to talk to the therapist, but she finally opened up to the therapist, and she told the therapist that, you know, her sister was basically her enabler, and she was the one that was bringing unhealthy selections into the home, because Vanessa's sister that morning had brought in stacks of pancakes, syrup, butter, eggs, sausage, and don't a big old, like, a case of donuts. I'm like, who eats that for breakfast? So Vanessa conveyed to her sister, she was like, look, I can't do this anymore. You're killing me. So in a previous preview, it showed that Vanessa does move out. And her sister was like outside screaming and hollering, why are you going to leave me? You just leaving me with all these bills. But I think that that was about a check, okay? Because the sister didn't look like she had any Bitcoin or stocks laying around anywhere. So anyway, the preview showed that Vanessa did eventually move out. And I am definitely pulling for Vanessa because I want to see Vanessa win. The only thing that I have to say is that Vanessa needs to get serious. She needs to buckle down. She needs to make healthy choices for her and her two sons. Vanessa has two children. So hopefully Vanessa will move into her own place and develop healthier eating habits. But this is the thing, Vanessa, this is what I want to tell you. Don't let the next episode open up with you and Jacob sitting up in there eating a big old birthday cake, okay? I'm pulling for you. Okay, well, that's it for my review. That was a pretty short review. Until next time, signing off. I'm Onna Harps.